Hello, my nightingale friends. Have I read for you before? I'm not sure that I have. All right, let's see. So, of course, we have the air element with the nightingale. Well, I can tell I haven't read for you. My book doesn't want to open to it. Or maybe I haven't. It's been a long time. Okay, nightingale. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of the other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. When in balance, sings, speaks freely with kindness. When out of balance, shy, lump in the throat. To bring it to balance, music. So perhaps music is very important to you. But, yeah. All right. We'll leave it at that. And now we're looking at the tea leaf cards, which should help you identify whether or not this is your reading. We have flowers, and this is simply happiness. And we have, of course, the bluebird of happiness in the middle of the card. This looked great until we got the ink pot. Problems to be resolved. Perhaps there's some communication issues. Next, we have ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay, so it's not necessarily romantic. And we have family sorrow. Someone is behaving stupidly. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Well, this is unfortunate. We have someone behaving stupidly in a situation that requires careful handling. And although there is happiness here, and the ring suggests some sort of happiness, progress, whether, if it's a business partnership or some other kind of partnership, but family sorrow. I don't know if there's a connection between them or not. Okay. Let's go with the Crow Tarot today. Justice. Oh, wow. Page of Wands in reverse. And we have the Six of Wands, also in reverse. Okay. So justice, of course, there is an imbalance, a need for something to be rectified, most likely involving this page in reverse and six in reverse. Six of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse. This could be someone who is quite narcissistic. If you're expecting justice from someone who has strong narcissistic tendencies, then, well, good luck. But you're probably better off creating your own closure and moving on. Because if there's one thing that people with strong narcissistic tendencies don't do, it's take responsibility. Here we have the Knight of Wands in a crossing position. So this could be a player. Now we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Have you been refusing to see something? put up boundaries to protect yourself. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And 4 of Cups. All right. So we have self-pity. We have possibly a lack of boundaries, possibly some real harshness, real harsh speech. Very truthful speech, but harsh. Or also any of the Court Swords in reverse can be very dishonest. But acting from a place of fear. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So 5 of Pentacles in the upright is about a scarcity mindset, a lack mentality. In reverse, it could be either an intensification of the upright meaning or the opposite of the upright meaning. It could also imply addiction. So reversed, hopefully, help has been found. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Someone is really looking at things in a different way. So hopefully someone is accepting help. It could be this Page of Wands. It could be this Queen of Swords in reverse. But this can be a card of meditation. So while it can be a card of failing to see, possibilities, failing to see your opportunities, what you have right in front of you, a lack of appreciation, a lack of gratitude, that's usually resolved by increased awareness. And basically, it's a call to meditate. So this can be someone who won't deal with their feelings. The Queen of Swords in particular has a connection to grief. They were originally portrayed as a widow, someone who has experienced loss. So in reverse, this, swords, of course, are not particularly good at dealing with feelings. They are very mental, very intellectual. Put them in reverse, and they're definitely not dealing with their feelings. So they can come across cold and heartless. But potentially, they may have a hidden agenda. Or they're simply hiding an addiction. Hiding something. Perhaps, I'm hiding their fears, hiding their emotions. But perhaps now they're beginning to deal with their feelings, or at least become more aware of them. An epiphany. Not here yet. It might be needed. Oh. All right. So yes, this is someone who is not dealing with their grief. So the grieving process is not fast. It comes around and around again. And you have to work your way through it. You can't pretend it's not there, which I think is what this Queen of Swords has been doing. But maybe they're accepting help now. Wow. Okay. Moving into becoming the Empress. That's a lot of progress. Okay. So the Empress has an understanding of the natural cycles of life. They are in alignment with them, and that does help them to accept the realities of life, which include loss. So as this Queen of Swords works on accepting and coming into alignment with the natural flow of life, the cycles of life, they come closer to embodying the Empress. And oops, they still have a ways to go, but let's see. Not ready to make the fool's leap. Why am I not surprised? All right, Nine of Wands. Again, in the upright, this is someone who is wounded. Oh, that was not how I expected to start. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I think of the Nine of Wands as in the upright as someone who is been beat up by life. They are feeling wary, so very cautious, very much on guard. They are weary, very tired, and wounded. So this can be saying, and this is completely in line with this Queen of Swords in reverse, they're very, very guarded. So there is a need to be more trusting, to be more faithful, not faithful in the sense of being faithful to somebody else, but full of faith. In life, in the cycles of life, in the divine. So there's a need for more openness, basically, in this Queen of Swords. And I suspect that this Nightingale you are the Queen of Swords. It's likely that you have been very hurt by this Page of Wands, perhaps this Knight of Wands, if they're two different people. But there's a need to let go and move on. Let go of the hurt, let go of what happened in the past, and see who you are now. The Queen of Swords is not weak. So, let's see what the universe has to say to you. Steady progress. I can see where more than meets the eye. Subconscious, buried memories, illusions. Perhaps this comes from home, which would not be conducive to a sense of security or safety in the world. But It looks like you are making progress now. Communication has not been good. Whoever it is that there's been gossip. But this is complicated. Who are you supposed to be in communication with? Who are you supposed to be? I mean, there's a transition to your higher self. Opening your third eye, becoming more perceptive, more aware. Somebody's not trustworthy. So who are you supposed to be communicating with? Perhaps simply your higher self, perhaps the divine. Yeah, I think so. Perhaps even your unconscious, your subconscious. Things may be coming to light. Yeah, your inner guidance system. Your inner self, higher self. Perhaps simply a need for you to get out more. I need more information on this gossip. Sorry, this came out before I asked that. Challenge the status quo. So as you change, people are going to gossip. Because you are, anytime you change, you're challenging the status quo. And yet this is where your opportunities lie. New vision, new hope, new perspective. Perhaps becoming this nightingale, allowing yourself to express yourself. Regardless of what other people think. Creativity. I really think you're being called to be more creative, more expressive in some fashion, which would make sense with the Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't think you've been very expressive. And openness. You definitely had a call to be more open. Oh. Rising up from the ashes, total transformation. But what are you longing for? Or is that what you're longing for? Are you longing for a complete transformation? What are you longing for? You are longing for a complete transformation. Okay. Some people do long for that, especially after you've been through a really rough patch. You just want to start over. But you're feeling weighed down by your past, by people, events, situations from the past. Perhaps all this unseen stuff needs to come to the surface. Did you have... Yeah, you had justice. You can't always get justice from the outside. You have to find it within yourself. I mean, it would be nice if we could get real justice. But sometimes external justice just doesn't happen. We all know the bad people win sometimes, a lot of times, depending. So you have resolve, because of course you are the Queen of Swords. You have to turn yourself into the upright, deal with your grief, Learn to trust again. You've been putting on a show long enough. Your strength and determination are not a show. They are for real. But you need to do what's right for yourself. You need to believe in good fortune again. You need to be carefree again. Hopefully luck is on your side. Happy coincidence. Be careful. Be very careful. It may be that something looks good, but is really deceptive in some way. Maybe counterproductive, maybe worse. You definitely need clear vision. You need to work on your inner guidance system. What do we need to know about this clover and snake? You met someone. Are we talking about this Page of Wands, Knight of Wands person? Metamorphosis. All right, so perhaps you are mourning the death of a relationship, a connection that you thought would last, that would be the foundation of a home. You're walking away from it. You've got some Eight of Cups energy here. It may still be weighing on you. This is why you need resolve. You need to keep going. It may have felt very codependent. There may have been addictions involved. We had that come up earlier too. But just take determined action. Keep going. It's, what does this say? It's a marathon, not a sprint. You have metamorphosis here. You do have another indication to be open. Okay. Evolution of the soul, reinventing yourself, which I think you're very dedicated to, but if there are addiction issues here, then that would make sense. Even if you don't have addiction issues, there's all kinds of reasons people need or want metamorphosis. They embrace change because they hit rock bottom in a lot of different ways. There's just so much unhappiness here. But you did get the Empress, so I think you are making progress. Acceptance of loss, that it is a natural part of life, that good things will come back again. You can be happy again, and you are learning to listen to your own inner guide. perhaps you're getting out again as well. So, you've had quite a time of it. And I think learning to find your voice is going to be a very important part of your healing. Don't be impatient. Let it happen. So, for archetype cards, we have the prayer and apocalypsis. So prayer may be very helpful to you right now. And this is 65. Here we go. The prayer, the worship, the reverence, the homage. What is prayer? When are we in a state of prayer and when are we not? To whom or what do we pray? Archetypally, the practice of prayer has been with us since the dawn of time as a remnant for the omnipresent, self-centered thinking that spins us toward illusion. Oh my. Prayer leads us beyond our ego as we move from our little story to the big one. Some say we are in a state of prayer anytime we are not the center of our own thoughts. Others say prayer is a natural result of gratitude. Perhaps it is simply surrender or service. Whatever prayer is for you, this card reminds us of its importance. Get quiet, low, humble, and soft. Bow and touch the ground as your heart lifts to the sky. Though it may be uncomfortable, it is time. Nothing else will do. When light, offering to be of service, asking for guidance. When dark, expecting results, self-aggrandizement. Experiment with the act of bowing down. Nearly all spiritual traditions make a practice of prostration. Every song, kiss, breath, word can become a prayer. It is a feeling, not an action. Consider the ancient mantra, one hand... No, I'm reading that completely wrong. I bow to the creative consciousness within. I bow to the teacher within. Okay. Now we have Apocalypsis. 74. It's one of the last cards in the deck. It's considered one of the initiations. Removing the veil of deception. Oh, wow. Apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. Oh, I guess this is what's going on with you. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypsis energy is similar to a forest fire. Devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. So this could be a dark night of the soul for you. It could be... It might feel like it started externally, but I think there's a lot of internal stuff going on from whatever brought this on. When light, the unknown becomes known and guides the way. When dark, nihilism, fatalism, hopelessness. All kinds of things will be revealed during a time of apocalypsis, from big global lies to little white ones that lace the bedroom sheets. Brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm your energy field. I think that's what's happening to you. Truth is storming your energy field, and it's not easy. This card has a strong relationship to Aletheia. No, that didn't happen, so never mind. All right, take heed. The truth is storming your life, and it is not comfortable. but it does give you opportunities. So this, it is a card of meditation, but it's also a card of opportunities. There's an opportunity that you are not seeing. I'm not saying it's an opportunity to become rich or get a new job or anything like that. It's an opportunity to plot a course, the right direction, your inner guidance system, safe passage, gain clarity, all that kind of stuff. So, it looks like a really painful time for you, but once you hit bottom, the only direction to go in is up. So have faith and continue to let others help you. I am wishing you all the best.